one of my banking client, what they did was they did develop a customer experience customer service tool using AI to automate the process and make it more efficient. But then when they launched it, the staff, they could not embrace AI because they thought it's there to replace their job, and some staff thought we can do better job than the AI too. So there was a bit of conflict. So then what they did was they said, okay, can we have an AI literacy program to help the staff understand and embrace AI, so that they know why we need to have AI or where AI can be used and how it's going to support them in their work rather than replace them. So rather than going, so that's like a, bottom top down model. So if you again look at organizations who have succeeded, to get some inspirations, they allocate like 50% of their budget for the organizational transformation, which is the culture, the training and providing the skills and developing the capabilities. So 50% is spent on that, and 50% is for development, tech development. So think about AI. AI is not just about technology, it's also about organization. So you need to think about organizational change. And we all know organizational change is not a quick fix. We don't have a low code change for organizations. So organization habits are hard to change. So if you are bringing in a new technology, make sure your business is empowered, your staff are empowered, and they are ready to embrace the change. So that would help the organization scalable and in a sustainable way.
This is perfect conclusion, Anandhi, to our talk, because again, we talked about technologies, we talked about inspirations and adoption and systematic thinking and collaborative approach in the organizations and bunch of important points. Looks like you already finished with key takeaways, because I always ask my guests to leave our audience with a few points to remember by. So should we summarize maybe 3 key moments, or what do you think this this episode to be remembered by?
Yeah, so start investing in in training, AI literacy training for a staff, whether you're getting into AI or you're already in your AI journey. So start investing in AI literacy program to upskill your staff, because once you foster a culture of innovation and collaboration, then it becomes easier for you to identify and automate processes and increase your return on investment. So that would be my number one takeaway. The number two is like a define clear business case. So what exactly is your business case for AI? Have you got the AI strategy in place? Have you got the governance for AI before embarking into your AI journey? And start small. Look for your low-hanging fruits and pilot. So involve people. So make sure you involve not just the business, but also the end user from the start. So you're solving the right problem, and you also got to buy in.
Perfect. You know what? You brought startups earlier. I just want to, in conclusion of this conversation, remind all the leaders in large enterprises and medium-sized companies, when you start a new initiative, you are a startupper, okay? You have to have, like Anandhi pointed out, clear business case, clear business model, clear everything thought through. It's like you're looking for internal investor. All right. And even if you don't have that experience under your belt in your career, this is your time to shine. Otherwise, without that homework, without that thought through absolutely bulletproof business case, you're not going to launch your initiative. You won't know what to do with it. So in conclusion, Anandhi, this comparison enterprise versus startup, how do you see people learning from each other in those two universes?
Yeah, I think there needs to be a collaborative approach here. Startup. I was talking yesterday in a startup group. Like, startup, you would be developing a product. If you're developing a product for big organizations, again, you think about their organizational culture. So we are not Steve Jobs. We don't have the resource like IBM has got to just to get the product to the market. But there's also, trying to help them educate in this process. So collaborate with businesses, with universities, and learn from each other and look for what are the successful use cases. Do an AI research. That's very key because we are still in the very initial stages, a lot of the organizations. So make sure that you understand what use cases are out there, what works, what doesn't work, what are the problems. And so I always like to look into the problems because it's like in medical field, like how do you learn to do a surgery, right? So you dissect a corpse and then you learn to do a surgery. So when you go and look at the failures, it helps you to make sure that you don't repeat those mistakes. So yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time and for your wisdom. I encourage everyone, follow Anandhi V Dhukaram on LinkedIn for sure. And yeah, let us know. Let us know what you think. We want to know, the challenges, the successes you have with AI adoption and even with growing your own knowledge, all right? Because we're all learning. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Irene.